First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. The water Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, for letting me do another video through the Spirit. The water Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, for giving us this truth as worms. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is going to be a quick correction video. Something the brother pointed out to me. Something I said which was wrong. That I said last week that Lot had more than 2 daughters. I said that incorrectly. And something that the brother called me and told me, and I was like, oh yeah, my bad, Salakia. I said it, spoke incorrectly, and something that had me think about, is best to just ask the Lord for mercy, keep it pushing, rather than but niggas, I'm right, you wrong. No, it's no need for any of that. If you're wrong, you're wrong. It's not the end of the world. There's nothing wrong to be wrong. There ain't nothing wrong with being wrong. But when you're wrong and someone corrects you, take the correction and move on. And actually, there is something wrong with being wrong. Let me rephrase that. But when you're wrong, correct it and move on. It's not the end of the world. Jake thinks it's the end of the world when you're wrong. I was wrong. But this is this is Genesis 19 and verse 22. No, Genesis 19 and 12. And it says, unto the men which were the angels said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law and thy sons and thy daughters and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. So the angels basically saying, look, if you have anybody in this city, bring them out. Not that he had sons or daughters, or that he had 2 daughters, but not that he had more. Not that he had son-in-laws or sons and daughters, or he had his 2 daughters. The angel said, look, if you got any more relatives in here, get them. If not, let's fucking go. And it says it better in NLT. It says, meanwhile, the angels questioned Lot, do you have any other relatives here in the city? Then they asked, get them out of this place, their son-in-laws, sons, daughters, or anyone else, for we are about to destroy this city completely. The outcry against this place is so great, it has reached unto the Lord Yahweh, and he has sent us to destroy it. Yeah, so the angels was telling him, look, if you have anybody else, get them out of here. I said that he had more daughters, which is wrong. Salakia. Spoke incorrectly. But no, the angels were saying, if you have anybody else besides anyone that's here, get them out of here. Tell them, let's go. So, hey, we can get the fuck on, because the angels were ready to completely destroy that place. So verse 14, it says, so Lot rushed out to tell the daughter's fiancés, out quick, get out of this city. The Lord Yahweh is about to destroy it. But the young men thought he was only joking. Yeah, the young men who his 2 daughters, who birthed Ammon and Moab, his 2 daughters that were espoused, they stayed in the city and got eventually destroyed. But yeah, that's really the point. He didn't have any more daughters. He had daughters he had son-in-laws that were espoused to his daughters, but they never got to, never got to deal showing you why they did what they did in the mountain when they thought they were the only people left. That look, they've never had a man, and that look, they thought they were the only people left on the planet Earth. So, that's just, something I wanted to correct. My brother, told me. I got to do this video on it, and, it's Salakia for speaking incorrectly. But La had 2 daughters who birthed eventually Ammon and Moab, because they got their father drunk and slept with them. They got him fired. He was tossed. So, Lord will hope this lesson was edifying. It's Salakia once again. All praise be to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. And if you're wrong, brother correct you. Hey, it's best to take that correction, and whatever comes out of it, comes out of it. But bucking up like these niggas on the internet do, you tell them they wrong, and they become the world's top 10 scoffers. It ain't no need for that, man. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You correct it, and you move on. You repent and ask you how about Shemi Al Shai for mercy, man, and keep on pushing. So that's shalom.